Here are some tips to help you apply for internships. Coming right up after this. What's happening, my beautiful people? Welcome back to another video on the channel. My name is Richard, and on this channel we provide you with tips, tricks, strategies to enhance your international student experience. I also sometimes share my experiences living in the US for a while, and recently I have also started creating content around professional development, especially for students. So if this is content that you may be interested in, consider hitting the subscribe button and turning on notifications so that you do not miss videos like these. Also follow us on Twitter at globe_engaged to stay up to date with previews and sneak peek of our upcoming videos. Internships are one of the most important components of the educational systems, especially in the United States. And there are a number of reasons. Internships are important because it helps students to get their feet wet in the industry they are planning on getting a job in. However, as international students, internships are usually very tricky for us, especially when we come to the United States, because one, it is difficult for us to find internships, and two, we don't even know where to look. Summer internship season is quickly going to approach, and even though it's early, it is not too early to start thinking about your internship application process. Internships are also important, especially for undergraduate students, since fresh out of college, they may not really have enough work experience. So it is through internships that undergraduate students, students in general, get an idea of the industry they are trying to get into, what it's going to take to get into the industry, and to also get hands-on experience on whatever the industry is going to demand. And that is why internships are very important. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a few tips that you need to keep in mind as you plan on getting an internship for yourself. So if you are ready, let's jump into the video. So the first tip I'm going to talk about is that you should start your application process early. Even though summer may seem so far away, it is important for you to be looking and thinking about your internship process. Don't delay starting your internship application process, especially at this point. When you are beginning to start thinking about your internship process or even looking, you don't need to do anything intense, but it would be a good idea to start thinking about things like the type of internship you would like to do and which companies you would like to intern for. Once you have a rough idea of what you want to do, then you can start your search. Reason being that you may not be the only person looking for an internship, and some organizations do not really make it easy to get an internship with them. For international students especially, the process is even extra difficult because some internships may not pay you, and you know, the money aspect is also important. So this is where you decide whether you even settle for an unpaid internship and what you need to do as far as immigration and working outside of campus entails in order to know that you are having the right information and you are doing this process in the most efficient, effective, and in the most law-abiding way. So yes, start your internship process early. Start thinking about what it is you want to do, which companies you want to intern for, and then what processes you need to take in order to land that internship. For companies, I would visit their website, look at their internship policies and all of that. But that is definitely my first tip. Start your application process early. The second tip I'm going to talk about is that you should look in the right places. Job search and internships are not too different from each other. And in fact, it is an overwhelmingly difficult process. Again, especially as international students. The difference is that for international students, most of us don't even know that for every internship or job that we apply to, we have to build our resume and cover letter tailored specifically for that job. And these are things that if you don't know, you don't know. So yes, Look in the right places, and fortunately, there are so many places that you can look. I've made a couple of videos talking about resources for international students. I'm going to leave a link to that video in the video description, or also click on this card to check that video out. And having said that, I'm going to break down some of these places that you can look so that you can choose whichever resource is going to benefit you the most. But yes, tip number 2 is to look in the right places. The third tip that I'm going to talk about is that be organized as far as the job search or internship search is concerned. Since you are likely to be applying to multiple positions, it is important for you to be organized during your application process. Different positions may have different deadlines and different requirements. Having a system like a spreadsheet that outlines all this information in a simple way will be extremely useful for you. In your spreadsheet, you can include categories like deadline, required materials, aka cover letter, resume, letters of recommendation, and other things. And then you can also include the company contact information. You can also note on this spreadsheet that you've submitted each component of the application to be sure that you don't miss anything. The organized system will make you turn in all the required application documents on time and in an effective manner for each position that you intend to apply to. So yes, keep a method of organization or a system that's going to help you keep track of all the jobs that you are applying to and all of those things, because after your third application, trust me, you start feeling overwhelmed and things will be mambo jumbo in your head. So having a spreadsheet or just a simple Google Doc can go a long way to keep your mental health in check. The next tip I'm going to talk about is that you should ask for your recommendation letters well in advance. And here is why. Many internships or jobs in general will require you to submit or provide letters of recommendation. Some may ask for multiple letters of recommendation. If this is the case, think carefully about who you are going to ask for a letter of recommendation. Believe me, I know people who lost the opportunity to land lucrative jobs and even go to grad school because their letters of recommendation were not strong enough. You could ask your former boss, a professor, or someone who supervised you in a volunteer opportunity. Once you've decided on the people you would want to ask for letters of recommendation, you must ask them the right way if they would be willing to write a strong letter of recommendation for an internship. Asking about 2-3 months in advance is the standard since it gives them enough time to write a good letter. Don't be afraid to gently remind them about your letter as the deadline gets closer. Be sure to give your recommenders a time to give you a good recommendation letter. Don't just wake up one day and send an email to a professor asking if they can write your recommendation letter for an application that is due tomorrow or the next day. 1, it is disrespectful. 2, you are not respecting their time. And 3, you are not giving them enough time to actually sit and think and to write you a strong recommendation letter. Trust me when I tell you, a strong recommendation letter goes a long way to help in any application process, be it internship, job, or school. So please take some time to ask for these recommendation letters ahead of time. The next, also very crucial point I'm going to talk about is that make sure your resume and your cover letter is on point. I mean, make it as excellent as you can. Your internship will require you, and not just internships, any job search application or any job application will require you to submit a resume, a cover letter, and a list of references. A resume is a document that lists your personal information such as education, professional experiences, and skills. It should be short to the point but specific enough to show the organization what you can do. The cover letter, on the other hand, is a document that allows you to introduce yourself and explain why you want this internship. A cover letter is meant to complement the resume, which means that it is just reaffirming and giving further explanation to some of the things that you already have on your resume. If you don't know how to write these documents, the first point of call will be your career service center in your school. There are tons of people there who can help you write a good cover letter and resume. Now, if you are watching this and you're an international student, one thing to keep in mind is that unlike Ghana, Nigeria, or wherever we may come from, in America, one resume and one cover letter is not going to suffice if you are applying for multiple positions. If you are applying to 100 jobs or 100 positions, you have to write a cover letter and a resume for each of those positions. There are some times when you can get away with using the same resume or cover letter if the position you are applying to is similar. All you have to do, of course, is to change the address and some information to suit the current position that you are applying for. If you are interested in a video talking specifically about how to write cover letters and resumes, especially for international students, share that in the comment section below and I'll cater for you. Also share with me in the comment section some of the things that you've done as far as your internship search is concerned, so that myself and other viewers of this channel may learn from you. But yes, make sure that your cover letter and your resume is as good as possible. Remember, you are not the only person applying for that position. So anything you can do to stand out is definitely going to help put you ahead or put you a step ahead of the others. So yes, excellent cover letter and resume is key. So as far as resources where you can start your internship search are, here are just a few things, and I'm going to make a full video, or I think I already have a full video talking specifically about these things. I'm going to look for the video and leave the card here, or also leave the link in the video description. But the first most important place you can start your internship search is your school's career resource office. Every university in America have a career center to help students find some of these resources. So contact your school's career center or even visit the website just to know what's out there. The second resource you can use is the jobs website itself. So if you plan on doing an internship with Microsoft or Intel or Dell, visit their website, check out what they have or what openings are available and when, as far as internships are concerned. Do not downplay the importance of a company's website when you are looking for a job or an internship. You could also look at job search platforms such as LinkedIn, Handshake, Glassdoor, and these other job websites. There are a ton of them, so look for any platform or website that works best for you in order to start looking from there. And the final resource that I'm going to quickly touch on is that use your network. Again, I made a video talking specifically about how most jobs are not advertised, but you could get those jobs through your network. So make use of your networks. Ask somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who is working in the organization where you are interested in interning, and hopefully something will come out through there as well. So these are a quick run through of some of the resources available. I'm sure there are tons of other internship and job search resources that you can explore. A quick Google search will pull up a ton of information for you. So take some time to also do some research on your own to find out what is out there that is going to work for you. If you found this video useful, let me know in the comment section below what you found useful. I'll be glad to take any feedback, criticisms, or any positive comments. It helps to motivate me and to keep creating content. If you also have any content idea or any topic you want me to address, let me know in the comment section and I'll do my best to cater for that as well. And if you are watching this video and you are not yet subscribed, consider hitting the subscribe button and turning on notifications to support this young channel. I'm trying to be a resource to international students especially, and that is why I create these contents. So kindly share my content to other people you may know out there who may need to either see or hear what I've been sharing in some of my videos. And as always, thank you so much for your support and your words of encouragement. It has helped this channel grow so much, and I'm doing my best to continue creating relevant content. Until I see you on the next video, stay safe out there. Peace. So as far as resources where you can start your internships, well,